So, lads, today we're going to be talking about something that I think is relevant. It is relevant, and Rachel Demina has given the actual reason for it. But she was fired from the Big Three. And I've always said this where it's like, I didn't understand why she was fired, and it sounds like the reason why a lot of people think people initially thought she was fired was because, was exactly what happened. So it turns out that obviously she was working for the Big Three, and she tweeted, if you guys don't know, she just tweeted about Caitlin Clark while working for the Big Three. She tweeted about Caitlin Clark while working for the Big Three, and is it the best thing to do? Probably not. Could there be an argument made that it's unprofessional? Yeah. And should it be something that is brought up to her before should it be something that was brought up to her and basically told just don't do this again? Probably. Is it worth a firing? I don't think so. But at the end of the day, I think anyone's been around the media industry, and look, I'm not in the media industry, by the way. I am in the talking into a camera industry. It's very, very different. But yeah, it's one of those things where we've now got like things are a little bit different when it comes to a lot of the media industry stuff. Like it's a harder industry to get into, and it's any industry that's super hard to get into. A lot of the time, with a lot of really talented and skilled people trying to get into it, you have a much shorter leash, and obviously that's the case with the Big Three. But anyway, let's take a listen here.
They said it has come to Big Three's attention that Miss Demita was posting on her social media platforms during this past weekend's Big Three games and promoting the competing New York Liberty vs. Indiana Fever WNBA game that was being broadcast at the same time. The league is extremely dismayed and disappointed by Miss Demita's severe lapse in judgment while
Severe lapse in judgment. Out here pretending like she videoed a dead body in a forest in Japan or something.
performing services for the league, during which time she should have reasonably known that she should have been promoting only league games. The league provided her with unique access and opportunity to be a focal point on national broadcasts, so management was completely taken aback to learn that she was posting about another league's games while in the midst of rendering services. Now, this is true. I did send out 3 tweets about.
And yeah, one of the tweets was hyping up the Big Three, but during that. But at the end of the day, is that enough to fire somebody? I don't think so. But at the end of the day, these companies can do what they want. They can do what they want. I think it is the most extreme thing. And from reading that email, she read it out exactly what was sent. They basically said she should have known. And I actually do agree. I do agree that she probably should have known. She probably shouldn't have done it. And it is not this massive severe lapse in judgment. Doesn't sound like she broke anything in a contractual. It just seems like they were just pissed off. But at the end of the day, companies do what they want. I think Rachel probably did something she shouldn't have done, but I think the response to it was as extreme as it gets. I don't think it deserved the extreme response of firing. And I think people are going to be honest. Look at the bright side. You can check get fired off your bucket list. Makes sense, but they could have warned. And that's exactly it. That's where she's going. That's where she's going. Portnoy. Someone said your career will be on life support if you join Barstool. What are people saying? If there's anything you can make a lot of money out of Barstool. You can make a lot of money out of Barstool. If you're smart about it, you can. But Portnoy is going to try to hire her straight away. And fair enough. But yeah, it is like, that's lame. You can't tweet about our games. And I stand by the WNBA about the swoop in. No, she's pro Caitlyn. The WNBA will never touch anyone who's pro Caitlyn. Let's be real. Let's be real. The WNBA will never go near anyone who's pro Caitlyn. But like Big Three so lame for this. Caitlin Clark declined the Big Three, now taking jobs. You poor Caitlin Clark. Look, I mean, like, what she did probably should have been, yeah, don't do that again. Like, it's not like Sophie, or it's not like Rachel Demita did nothing wrong, but it's like, it should have been a slap on the wrist. It's something that should have been a slap on the wrist. It should have been a warning. And it's something that, like, maybe if she does it 2-3 times, or if she gets warned and she does it again, like, maybe, but it's not a good look for the Big Three. When you take the most extreme punishment possible for what is, let's be real, a minor situation, because let's be honest, there were 3 million people peaked watching that game. Nobody is choosing to watch the Big Three over that game, or that game over the Big Three, because of Rachel Demita's tweets. Nobody previously would have watched the Big Three. I didn't even know the Big Three still existed. And I literally I've been sitting here watching Eurobasket women's Eurobasket right now. I watch any basketball. I will watch under 20s European Championship games. I will watch any basketball that's on, and I didn't even realize the Big Three existed. But yeah, it's a really bad look, lame reason for her to be fired. Not the type of league I'm trying to support. They have the right to let you go using your platform to promote another platform to your name. And I mean this when I'm saying this. I don't think Rachel Demita's in the right. Like, I actually don't think Rachel Demita is completely in the right for what she did. Like, I think she did something she probably shouldn't have done. But at the end of the day, like, imagine making a minor mistake in work, an extremely minor mistake in work, and getting fired for it. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. It would be like, I don't know, if Skip Bayless let it slip and he mentioned First Take on Undisputed when he was on Fox. Or if Max Kellerman mentioned a show, mentioned First Things First on when he was on First Take, like, just a hypothetical. Did I say Max Kellerman? I mean Shannon Sharp. If he mentioned a different show, or if something like that happened and they said that, and then it's during a commercial break, it's like, just stop, don't mention the last show you're on, or don't mention a show on their network that's still going on. And the response is, yeah, okay, cool. Not fire on the spot. But yeah, it is an interesting one all around, and I think her response shows that, look, even if it's something she did wrong, and I think she'll probably admit, yeah, she probably shouldn't have done that. But at the end of the day, the response from the Big Three was so extreme that obviously people aren't going to be happy about it. But anyway, I'll see you guys.